Emergency video, we've got to talk about the new Michael W. Smith songs. I wasn't planning to talk about these at all necessarily. I am planning to do like a I listen to nothing but Michael W. Smith video, but let's talk about these. He just dropped a new song, this one, I'm forgetting the title, I just finished listening to it, and then earlier, maybe 2 months ago, he dropped a song called Arms Around the Sun. And when Arms Around the Sun came out, I listened to it and it floored me for a couple of reasons. I grew up listening to a lot of Michael W. Smith's original music. In fact, I've had people tell me that some of the albums I did that were more synth heavy, like reminded them of early Michael W. Smith stuff. That's because that's what I listen to a lot of, you know, and so it just kind of leaked its way into what I do. He kind of ventured away from that and started doing more like worship and CCM type stuff, and I just didn't keep up with it. I did, however, listen to a really, really beautiful kind of compositional instrumental album that he did called Freedom, and then he did a follow-up album to that several years later. Anyway, I say all of that to say when Arms Around the Sun came out, I hit play just out of curiosity, and I'm greeted with like this 80s synth sound that I remember from growing up. And not only that, but his voice, he just sounded really good. He sounded like he did in the 80s. I was so surprised by it, in fact, that I like took it to my parents and played it for them and was like, can you believe what we're hearing right now? And they both just, agreed that it sounds like his old stuff. And so that had me like really intrigued to see what his next album would be. But then he just dropped the new song today, and it's not as good as the first single. I'll just put it that way. But there's this moment in the middle of his song where there's like a keyboard solo. Not only a keyboard solo, but there's like these thumping drums and this building orchestral thing happening, and I'm sitting here in the car absolutely blown away by what I'm experiencing in that moment. And so I say all of that to say Michael W. Smith, he still got it, guys. Like, he strayed away from what he was doing when he first started, but it's still somewhere deep down inside of him, and I want more of it out there because it really feels like he's doing something that feels just so natural and fitting for him right now. He can play the heck out of a piano. He can compose like crazy. I love hearing those elements brought into some new stuff that doesn't feel like, you know, the fifth version of Waymaker that's floating out there. So I say all of that to say, go check out his new singles. Tell me what you think in the comments here, because I'm fascinated and I want more. I don't want to say I'm excited for the album that he might be working on yet, because I think that might be like over emphasizing it, but I am intrigued, unlike I have been for a very long time.